figured I'd do this because it's probably easier than trying to figure out better photos. But Rescue the Embassy, Ghost in the Shell, Motorstorm Arctic Edge, and Persona 3 Reload were all from a vendor where I traded in Star Ocean, the second story on PS1 with the strategy guide and like two $5 games. And I was able to get all that just as an even trade. Star Wars New Droid Army was $4. Lilo and Stitch, Rayman Rush, a Mario Kart 64 insert, Indiana Jones Staff of Kings, which also comes with Fate of Atlantis on the disc. $5 each. Dr. Muto, XG3, Breakout, Super Mario Kart Guide, XGRA, complete. Those were each $6. It was $7 for Mario and Luigi, or Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mainland Mayhem. $8 each for Freedom Fighters, Dead to Rights, the better version, because I kept finding the Xbox version, but the PS2 version's the one to get. And Amped 2, $9 for XG3, which, if you noticed, I accidentally bought 2 copies of that game. But oddly enough, 4-player on GameCube, 2-player on PS2, so I guess I'm going to keep the GameCube one. It was $10 each for X-Men, Buster Bust Loose, Cars 3, which is actually the previous game by the Hogwarts Legacy devs, Fusion Frenzy 2, Hunter the Reckoning, Tenchu Shadow Assassins, and then all of these are cases, inserts, and all but one has the manual. None of them have the disc, but it was $10 for all of them, and I was already looking to get like 3 or 4 of these cases for games I got loose, and they are all like $4 for a replacement case each, so it was an easy buy, and like 2 of them are going to be condition upgrades. $11 for Dark Alliance 2, Star Fox Command. $12 I paid for Hyperzone Burnout Legends, which this one actually has a damaged case, and a better case is in the $10 pile right there. So it worked out. And a mini strategy guide for my RPG. I'd never seen this, but it had like pen marking on it. A very good deal on Super Adventure Island. Normally like 25, 30, but because of the dog chewing on it, I got it for, what was it, 13? For 14, I got Aero the Acrobat, Tekken, the Greatest Hits version, Battalion Wars, and Immortal Unchained. 15 is the big one. I got Micro Machines, F-Zero, the original, which this ended up being such a clean copy, I had to double check that it wasn't a repro. But very happy about that, because now I have the full F-Zero collection. Gradius 3, which I know that they have the Gradius Origins collection announced, but it looks like it's the arcade version, so I wanted to get the SNES version, which is generally considered to be better in a lot of ways. Crush, which I had my eye on for a while, but I found out that the 3DS and mobile version was actually the lesser version of the game. The PSP was the original, like what they wanted. Got a really good deal on the Final Fantasy VI manual. Got a super good deal on DK Jungle Climber. That one's normally like $30, but they gave me half price because I pointed out a pricing error on their table. 15 for Colony Wars 1, and Origami 2, and SpongeBob the movie, because we played Battle for Bikini Bottom with a group a long time ago, and I've kind of wanted to try that. It seems like the best version is Xbox. Toro Q I've had my eye on for a long time. Got that one for 17. And then for 18, I got Resident Evil 0 and 1 HD. And then Yuan Squadron, which this one's normally like $35 because it was like fairly beat up and already underpriced. I was able to get it for 18. 19 for 1080 Avalanche, because they priced it as if it had a manual, and then I pointed out it didn't. Goof Troop and Cybernator, both for 20. Really happy with those deals. Both of those are more in the 30 range. 22 for Life Force does seem a bit high, but it comes with the manual, so it actually ends up being like $4 off. 25 for Battle for Naboo, which is a game that seemed fun to me. $35 each for Fear Effect 2, Pikmin 4, and ActRaiser. About what these two go for. This one is actually a very good deal because no manual and the case is a bit beat up, but all the discs are great condition and that works for me. And the biggest thing I got was $58 for Space Station Silicon Valley, which was, and yeah, now that means that I have every N64 game that I wanted. I'd actually have been through the entire library and I don't have any more I want, which is weird. I think that's the first time I've had that with the system. So, but that's how everything panned out.